It is a good day, yes? Yes, please. He is a quiet man. Reserved. I believe he had lived through a great many hardships, though he never spoke of them. I never felt it proper to ask. He valued his personal space and quiet moments. It was one thing we always shared in common. Years ago, I had heard he was alive, but did not attempt to contact him. I did not feel it was right. I hope this is not a mistake. I appreciate having your ear. The smell of lumber, crops, and... chunks? Yes, that is chunks.
Esther are sometimes spotted by the farm.
I want to do your business quick. How about I just show you, instead of tell you?
I thought I was going to be fired for sure. Now I got a whole
Another day, another shift.
He is not here. I am disappointed, but relieved somehow? You're right. I'm sorry. Someone here must know more. We should inquire about him.
If you got credits, spend them with Ethan. Or leave. You ain't here looking for Eren. She is.
Hello, Aggie. I was unsure whether you would remember me. It has been a long time.
I ain't likely to forget you anytime soon. Don't try to play tough with me. I ain't got the time or the patience for it. She didn't ruin Eren's life enough the first time, huh? Back for more?
Ruined his life? How dare you?
Did she tell you what she did to him? How she left him bleeding on some godforsaken rock in the middle of nowhere? No? Were you there? Eren told this story so many damn times over the years, I feel like it sure as hell was. Eren sat in that corner for years, scared of his own shadow, convinced the damn Zealots were coming back to finish the job. The few credits he had to rub together that didn't get spent on drink, he spent on setting himself up someplace where they couldn't find him. Wouldn't trust anyone that walked through the door. Only ever talked to me when he was drunk enough. If either of you cared, you wouldn't just be showing up now. Eren ain't been in here for almost a year now. Showed up one day saying he'd gone and got himself set up on Hyla II, thanking me for letting him stay here so often. It was the closest I'd seen him to happy in I don't know how long. And that was it. Never came through the door again.
Did he ever mention me?
You mean, did he blame you? That's what you want to know. I know guilt when I see it. Don't try and deny it.
Fine. Did he blame me?
No. Believed you were one of the good ones, right up until the last time I talked to him. Me? I don't think your kind has good ones.
My kind?
I know what you are. You take your holier-than-thou bullshit and your great serpent and shove 'em.
You dare insult me like this when I have come to you asking for help? I should kill you where you stand. Fine. Fine. Let us leave this place at once.
Well, this has been so much fun. You see Eren, you tell him I got a bottle of his favorite stashed away if he ever shows up again. But honestly, I'm hoping he doesn't.
Always good to speak with a friend. We have something to go on, at least. I am grateful that you showed some compassion, despite that woman's attitude. I do not have your patience.
Can you put in that order with Shepard?
Yes, ma'am.
You're a damn sight more reliable than my last bartender.
That's because
Yes, I had not considered that his absence would affect others in the same way. It is better to overlook her reaction then. I am eager to reach Hyla II and speak to Eren. Perhaps there is something we can do to help him. Provide him a sense of safety.
Giving me this chance. Thank you for that.
Well, you've proved your worth, so I might even let you stick around a little while.
Indeed I do. All yours.
Not a chance.
We will speak again. I am sure.
Unknown vessel. Prepare to submit to...
Wait, I know him. He's the one that helped on Altair 2. This is Captain Young. Please acknowledge. Come on, don't leave us GroundPounders hanging. It's nice to see you. Been busy risking your ass for total strangers, huh? You are one of the strangest creatures I've ever met. A veritable anomaly. Do I have to? Fine. Private Psy says hi. No more passing messages. Decorum, Marines. So, Command signed off on our unauthorized training mission. Sadly lost some men, but training accidents happen to the best of us. I stand by it. You'd make a hell of a Marine. But, damn proud to know you too. Command's shipping us off to parts unknown. But would you accept a final parting gift? It's a nice thought, but the galaxy's a big place. A lot of good people owe you their lives. Maybe one day some of us can return the favor. Young out.
We should be on our guard here. If we could detect the camp from orbit, it means others could too. And I have no idea what fortifications he may have. When we arrive, would you let me speak to him first? I think that is important right now. Thank you. From what Aggie said, it sounds like he has been rather paranoid for years now. That, too, I fear, is my fault. Let us proceed slowly and carefully. I do not want to antagonize him. Let us see what wonders of life this planet hosts. I thought I saw something. I need to be sure. I don't know what to say. I thought there would be a chance to speak to him. To make amends. Or at least to hear him curse me for leaving him. I was prepared to accept that. I did not think I would find him like this. At least these vermin didn't get him. He's been gone for... Well, clearly it's been some time. Look around. There will be correspondence from Jaeda Huang. I am sure of it. This cannot all be you. Or nothing. Take what you must. Leave the rest for the scavengers. You found something. Please, let me see it. I should have guessed. Jaeda was always the one to run towards trouble. Of course she would still be doing it now. In her own way. She has been for as long as I have known her. Jaeda was younger than some of the other smugglers we contracted. There was concern she would be unreliable. As time went on, we called on her more and more often, eventually relying on her almost exclusively. She was sharp, a skilled pilot, and very, very determined. Always talking about her big plans for retirement, how she would live like a queen. I am not surprised that she would desire revenge. But to go this far, we need to find her. I've discovered something else, and I do not know what to make of it. Eren was composing a reply to Jaeda, but never sent it. It reads as if he was expecting the Zealots to find him, that they knew where to look for him. Clearly he had become paranoid, but that does not mean he was wrong. What bothers me, though, is that he mentions a name he should not know. Tomisar Ka'Dic. Yes, I do. For all of my assignments in the settled systems, Tomisar has been my link to House Barun. From him, I have received my orders, and he is the person to whom I have reported my success. He does not work with anyone outside House Barun, and I am the only one who knows how and where to find him. Eren should never have heard of him. It is hardly that simple. We must first make sure that Jaeda is safe, and perhaps she will be able to shed light on this. Let us head for the den.
Approaching ship, you've entered Freestar Collective space. Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband. All right, you're good. Welcome to Neon.
She is here, or someone will know.
How about my foot up your ass, newsboy? That a big enough scoop for you?
I understand this station was once quite the
Haven't seen you
luxurious
around
place
here
for
before.
UC military
Welcome to the den.
commanders.
Reina Marquez.
Based on what I see,
I head up the
I find that
Vanguard
very
station here. If you've got business with the Vanguard, I hope you ran it through Mast first. If not, you probably made a long jump for nothing. Huang? Really? There are at least 3 other pilots based out of here I'd expect to receive complaints about first. Before we get started, I have to inform you there's a formal review process for the Vanguard, so don't expect any action for a while, okay? Now, what is the nature of your complaint? Okay, as long as there's no problem. Jaeda isn't here. Hasn't been here in a while. In fact, she's following up on some sensitive information. I'm not sure I should disclose any more than that. It's not something I can just blurt out. I hear you. I'm still willing to talk. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. Huh. That makes a lot of sense now that I think about it. I suppose it's not the end of the world. Jaeda came in a bit ago, all fired up over some hot lead. She's been focused on Zealots ever since she was assigned here, but this was a whole other level. She was headed out to Groombridge to track them down. Never seen her so fixated. And if you know Jaeda, that's saying something. If you're headed out that way, be careful. Wouldn't surprise me if she's getting into all kinds of trouble. Fly
That's
safe.
exactly your problem. You don't think. If you weren't such a lousy reporter...
Everything good? We're here to help.
ship. You are not authorized to be here. State your business. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here? I don't know you, and we don't have anything to talk about. You are interfering with an official Vanguard operation, so I'm going to need you to vacate this orbit immediately. Shit! I've got multiple ships inbound. Too late to run. Sure hope you're prepared for a fight. Stop! years after the fact? With nothing in between? You'll have to forgive me if I find that hard to believe. Suspicious, even. Look, my grav drive is fried. I need time to repair, if I can even manage it. You didn't take the opportunity to blow me up. So either that's not your goal, or you're playing some long game. You want to explain yourself? I can't stop you from coming over here. But I'm gonna be armed, and it's gonna be aimed at her head. Just so we're all clear.
Will we be taking off immediately, or...? I have things I wish to discuss with you. When you have time.
How? How can you possibly show your face?
I am glad to see that you are safe, Jaeda. I am sorry if this is difficult for you.
Difficult? Are you serious right now? You set us up, killed my friends, and then a decade later you show up like nothing happened? Have you lost your mind?
Set you up? I was not behind that. It was Zealots, you know that. We were all attacked.
Don't bullshit me. Not now. And who the hell are you? Her backup dancer? Hey, I'm calm. You calm? Great. What are you doing here with her? You don't look like Varun to me. Why? So you can finish the job she started?
Jaeda, you are my friend. I was not part of that attack.
You know, for a while I told myself it was a coincidence that you disappeared once the shooting started. That you were long gone when the dust settled. Told myself, no, it couldn't possibly be her. Not after all those years we spent working together. We're friends. So I went after the Zealots. And then I found out the truth. Your damned High Council. They knew. Told the Zealots where to find us.
That's not true. That cannot be true.
Oh, it is.
How? How do you know this? If you have proof, I need to see it right now.
You don't get to demand anything of me, Andreja. I know what I've seen! I don't have... It doesn't work like that. I've put things together over the years. Slates, communications, interrogations.
A name, Jaeda. Give me a name. You must have heard one by now.
Tomisar Ka'Dic. That's the bastard from the High Council who's been helping the Zealots.
And did you hear this from Eren?
Eren? What? No, I haven't talked to him in a year. What do you know about it?
Jaeda, I swear on the Serpent himself, I would never betray you. I need time to make this right. Can we go somewhere and talk?
I am not giving up on this! I've tracked them this far, and I'm going to see this through. You want your proof? Well, they have it.
So, you think you've won, do you?
That's him! That's the bastard responsible for the ambush! If you're not lying to me, then you better help me take him down. Otherwise, I'll just have to destroy you both! Get back to your ship!
I smile today in the knowledge that the Great Serpent has truly blessed my ship and my crew. Why else would he have delivered unto me the dregs of our purge years ago? The awful that escaped our righteous justice.
You
I do not understand. It cannot be possible that the High Council would betray us like that. He must have been lying. That is not an option. Even if we could reach them, you are a non-believer. You would be killed. Something about this does not feel right. This message. The code at the bottom. I have seen this before. I know where we need to go. I must explain. House Baroon values secrecy above nearly all else. Those of us sent out into the settled systems, we cannot return. Maybe not forever, but certainly until our mission has been accomplished. When we are assigned a mission, we are taken to a point outside of House Baroon's domain. We do not jump ourselves. We are never given the coordinates for Varun Kai, our homeworld. We literally cannot return. Only a select few are ever trusted with that knowledge. I can never go home. Unless I am permitted. It has been deemed necessary for the protection of House Baroon. And for generations, it has worked. Who am I to question it? But there is something I can do. I cannot travel to my home, but I can reach out another way. But it means putting you in danger in a way you have not been before. I cannot say for certain what will happen. Thank you. That means a great deal. There is an old derelict StarStation where I may get answers. I know that seems vague. It will become clear when we arrive. Can we speak for a moment? All those credits. And you just handed them over to the Crimson Fleet. I have no love for the United Colonies government. But do you not think this is more than a bit extreme? This is not some kind of sports contest. It has nothing to do with who deserves what. The fleet will use the money you have given them to further arm themselves, and then use those weapons against anyone and everyone. Clearly not. There are few easy choices in life. But I believe this was easier than most. At least you see it now. If only you had seen it sooner. I cannot tell you what to do, nor force you to do anything. I ask only that you think about the consequences of your actions, and how far-reaching they can be. All right, follow me. I will say again, there is danger for you here, likely for us both. I need you to trust me. These stations were built by the United Colonies during the Serpent's Crusade. They were abandoned when peace was brokered. They are an excellent place to hide in plain sight. Before we go any further, I cannot stress this enough. Keep your weapons at your side. Do not make any sudden moves. Do nothing to appear hostile. Thank you. Please give me a moment. I am not the one who needs to explain himself, Tomisar.
I am surprised by your tone. What has gotten into you? This is very unlike you. Almost insubordinate.
I know what you have done. The messages you sent.
You are not making any sense. Of course I send you messages. That is how this works. That is how it has always worked.
Not to me! To the Zealots! To the fanatics who murdered my friends, who tried to murder me!
You must be mistaken, or perhaps confused. Nothing like that has ever happened.
Enough! I have the transcripts, Tomisar. You did this. You told them where to find us.
Now, let's just take a moment. No one wants to make accusations they might regret. You are from that Constellation group. I've heard all about you. You have turned her against me, filled her head with lies. This will not be allowed to stand. You know nothing of it!
I said enough! This is between you and me.
This has gone far enough. Talk some sense into her at once. Neither of you would dare lift a finger against me. Against House Va'ruun. But I am. If you let Andreja hurt me, I am her only link to the High Council. To House Va'ruun. Without me, she can never return home. You must make her listen to reason.
He is responsible. He deserves to die.
Did you not hear me? You do this, you lose everything!
I heard you. I know what it costs me. But he deserves it. Does he not? I have been betrayed. Why should I care anymore? The only thing keeping him alive right now is... I know that if I do this, I lose my home. Probably forever. I do not know what to do. Yes. Yes. It is the only right thing. You betrayed me, Tomisar. When you see the Great Serpent, be sure and tell him who sent you. Someone or something will clean up whatever's left behind. That felt good. We will find out. There is no going back now. I know in my heart the Great Serpent will see that I have done what is right, no matter what House Va'ruun may say. And whatever comes next, I know that I can count on you to face it with me. We should leave this place. Can we return to the lodge? Say the word, and we shall be on our way. Again, Who do you think will be the first to ask us questions? Mateo or Noel?
I'd like to talk to you about something when you have the chance.
Feel free to help yourself at the bar. I don't drink, but I feel like if I did, now would be a good time for one.
A pleasure. Thank you for coming back here with me. I fear that after all that has happened, I am unsure of my place in House Va'ruun. This room may now be the only place I have left to call home. Yes. I know that I am not completely alone. And that offers some comfort, but it is more complicated than that. I have killed the man who was the only connection to my people. I have no way to reach House Va'ruun now. What if I am cut off from them forever? What if I am branded a traitor? That is so easy for you to say. I do not know how to live without some connection to House Va'ruun. The Great Serpent has always been a guiding force in my life. The force that drives all that I do. What if I have lost that? Yes, that is true. Whatever else has happened or will happen, the Great Serpent still holds a purpose for me. You have been by my side through all of this, the most turbulent time in my life. And you have supported me, faithfully. I have never been able to count on any single person the way I have with you. If I am repeating myself, you will have to forgive me. I cannot overstate what it means to me. Well, that is... I am sorry. I need a moment. I admit this is a surprise. I did not quite realize you felt this way about me. But if you mean it, my feelings are not so different from yours. I am afraid, though, that it cannot be. I am not willing to share you with anyone else, and you are already in a relationship. I could, however, use a best friend, and I think he would fit that role very well. So if we are to be best friends, then I shall do everything I can to be there for you, in the way that you have for me. How can I sit here feeling sorry for myself when there is so much for us to do?
I'm here for you, my love. All right. Give me a moment. I don't know where to start. I need you to tell me what on earth possessed you to side with the Crimson Fleet and betray UC Sistef. Have you completely lost your mind? It's almost as though I don't know you anymore. No, I'm not going to calm down. Don't you realize that by strengthening the Crimson Fleet, you've done irreparable damage to the United Colonies? Not to mention the fact that you've exposed the rest of the settled systems to one of its most dangerous enemies. It had better be good, because you've got a lot to explain. Oh, I see. Well, I suppose that changes everything. I can totally understand how recovering Crix's legacy completely eclipses unlocking the mysteries of the entire universe. Yes, you have. It's far too late to undo what's already been done. But it's comforting to know that you realize what you've done is wrong. I suppose that's a step in the right direction. We'll just have to wait and see if you're truly repentant for what you've done.
If you want to talk, make it quick. I think I'm late for Noelle's science lesson.
Your safe return to the Lodge will please the other members of Constellation.